swear to get that damn time. Damn, bro, you good?
No, bro, what you got going on?
Shit, bro, you bump to the knee.
What you got going on, bro? What you got going on?
Chill, man. No, don't do that shit on purpose. No, I'm playing that, bro. You know I'm playing that, bro. You know that, though, bro.
Sorry, man.
Oh, you good, sir? Excuse me.
Yeah, what's that?
All right, sir. You know I don't play with niggas, though, bro.
This is Sirach chapter 6 and verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. I'm going to start off giving infinite honors, glory, and prayers to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostle, elders of great millstone, rule well, teaches the truth 100%, no cut. Double shalom and salutation to the Akim, pushing his word across the four winds, and true faith is sincere to giving all diligence. I want to get into a quick lesson out of Warren Ratazar, Lord's will is edifying and to the point. You know, just a video I came across yesterday, you know, as you just seen, Jake, having an evil eye, towards, his brother, person looked just like him, same nation. But when it comes to these other nations, in particular Esau, Edom, Jake give him a pass and, bow down, cur out, as they say, but with these things, we know these things, because we understand the prophecies, we understand the curses, and also we understand how to maneuver around, these 2/3, man. Okay. But we're going to get into it. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. It reads, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. And as you seen, sticking to the point, evil towards his brother. Okay. And you see that, man. Jake was ready to, shoot, kill one another, even though I see it was a little skit, you're funny, but that's real. It's truth behind that, man. Okay, brothers, we see how Jake maneuvers and how Jake moves in real time, man. Okay, and that's just what it is. You bump Jake by mistake, look at Jake too long, or just glance, you just looking around and goddamn, you see Jake, you turn your head, Jake, what the fuck you looking at? Or you might step on Jake's shoe by mistake or whatever the case, small little petty things that don't amount to shit. Jake ready to kill you over, man. Okay, but the Lord has told us how to maneuver around, these people and how to move in the situations, that may befall us, man. Okay, that's applying wisdom. Okay, not pride, but wisdom, humility. Okay, and understanding and staying focused that, hey, we have a mission, man. We can't allow, can't crash out with these damn crash dummies, these 2/3. Okay, we have a path that we have to continue down, man. Okay, and hopefully we gain salvation by enduring to the end. But the only way we're going to endure to the end, automatic, Lord's will, we have the elect, and the elect, they're going to put on as the elect. They're going to apply what? The scriptures, the precepts, okay, to be able to endure through the end, by way of what? Their faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and their fear. Okay, and that fear brings what? Obedience. Okay, and that obedience is what? Applying the precepts. All right, this is Matthew 10 and 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So we sheep, these are Lord's sheep, okay, in the midst of these wolves, these vile ass, raven fucking wolves, man. 2/3 of our own people, man, that don't have no sense of dignity, okay, no compassion, no understanding, man. You can't deal with someone that has no understanding, no compassion, is full of pride, is empty. They have nothing. They willing to crash out, man. Because of what? Pride leaves you, shows that you're empty, man. Okay, that you don't have nothing, okay, within. Okay. That's why you're trying to prove everything without, man. Okay. So, hey, the Lord teaches us how to what? To maneuver around, okay, these people, man. Okay, in particular, our own people. Okay, Salaki had a call, but let's continue on. This is Proverbs 15 and 1 through 3, the New Life Version. And it reads, a gentle answer turns away anger, but a sharp word causes anger. Okay, so we have to learn, you find yourself in these situations, hey, we have the scriptures to maneuver. Okay, wisdom guides us, man. Okay, to know how to operate and properly handle a situation, man. Okay, they don't go back and forth with these Jakes, man. Hey, my bad, bro. You know, hey, my apologies. I didn't mean for it to happen. Hey, humility, man. But that shows that we're full of what? Wisdom. Instead of goddamn trying to go back and forth, you know, lip box, okay, with Jake. Man, look, man, Jake is empty, man. Okay, so the best way for us to maneuver and continue to walk down the path of salvation is to apply wisdom. And that comes with humility. The scriptures say the meek shall inherit the earth, man. Okay, wisdom lies within the bosom of those that are humble, man. Okay. All right, it reads, a gentle answer turns away anger, but a sharp word causes anger, man. Don't go back and forth with Jake, man. Look, bro, my bad. I apologize. You know, I apologize. You know, just, you know, just, hey, man, look, man, I didn't mean for it to happen. Won't happen again. You know, I just, you know, that moment, get out the situation. You know, ain't no point of goddamn going back and forth with Jake because we know where it's going to what it's going to turn out to, man. Somebody getting killed, somebody getting hurt, somebody going to jail, man. Okay, an unprofitable situation on your end as a believer of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, it says the tongue of the wise uses much learning in a good way, but the mouth of fools speak in a foolish way. The eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah are in every place, watching bad and the good. So we're applying the wisdom of the Lord, sending his angels, what, to encamp around those that fear him. Those that fear him, what, the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord. All right, so the Lord's going to protect us. We applying wisdom, man. Because brothers find them, so, you know, you find yourself in a situation where you're being tried on what you speak, okay, on what you know, your faith being tested. And it can be in many forms, man. In particular, like we seen, just like that. You know, it was a video I did a while back where Jake, you know, acted, he was being pressed, okay, by some Jakes. I think they was in California. And they was trying to rob him. And he played retarded. You know, and what? He got out of that jam. That's applying wisdom. Okay, that's applying wisdom. So, and that shows humility. So how much more, you know, us in this ministry, okay, within the faith, in the household of faith, true believers of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Lord willing we endure to the end. How much more us, man? Okay, how much more us? That's why we have to apply what we learn, apply what we teach. Okay, all right. And let's get this. This is Sirach 28 and 11 through 12, the Good News translation. An argument that blazes out suddenly can lead to violence. See, getting into it with Jake over some, you see that, man, this shit is nothing, you know, but Jake just empty. So they have to prove everything, gotta put on a show. You know, it says an argument that blazes out suddenly can lead to violence. You can blow on a spark to make it glow, meaning you can add to the flame, or you can spit on it and put it out. Either way, you do it with your mouth, man. A soft answer turns away wrath. You know what, bro? My bad. I just want to go home. I didn't mean it. You know, I got a long day. Well, the spirit will put it on, but you calm the situation. And that takes pride. Takes that takes humility, okay, to pull wisdom without and apply it, man. Hey, fuck all that tough guy shit, man. It was an interview I was seeing, and Jake was like, man, where all the tough guys at? And they were like, man, the ground, man. Fuck that tough guy shit, man. All right, we don't have nothing to prove to this society, to these people within this society. Okay, the only thing we have to prove is that our faith is genuine by applying, thus says the Lord, man. Okay. And we're going to end it on this last precept, Proverbs 19:11, New Light Version. It reads, a man's understanding makes him slow to anger. It is to his honor to forgive and forget a wrong done to him, man. So a man's understanding, it makes him slow to anger, because if you quickly anger, you mean you don't think. You're not going to think. When you angry and you pissed off in a fit of rage, you ain't thinking clearly. Okay, you drunk. You intoxicated with your emotions. All right, you ain't thinking clearly. And then what? When you come to, it's too late, man. Okay, that's just like you get sloppy drunk and you black out, and then when you come to, goddamn, you done threw up, you done pissed yourself, you know, you done wrecked your car, whatever the case may be, man. Okay, you done got into it at a bar, whatever the case may be, said some shit you ain't, offended, you know. So how much, the same thing when you intoxicated and drunk off your emotions, man, in particular anger, because we speaking to anger at this moment. Okay. You fuck around and you did something, what they say, I'd seen red, you black out in anger. Then when you calm down, aka sobering up, you know, in the spirit, then you like, damn, it's nice regret. Or damn, I should have made a better decision, a choice. So start off with that, man. We talk about it, mastering the moments. It reads, a man's understanding makes him slow to anger, man. Okay, just listen to see what's going on. Peep the situation, knowing you being tried. Okay, it says it is to his honor to forgive and forget it wrong. Okay, let it go, man. All right, apply wisdom. Show your understanding by what? Applying wisdom. All right, and reacting properly. Okay, according to the spirit, to the best of your ability. But with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and to the point. Till next time, shalom.